my name is Benjamin Olivier. I live in Monterey, Tennessee, and I first started canvassing the summer after my sophomore year of high school, and now I'm preparing to go to Sutherland's next year, so it's my third summer. And it's been a good experience because you get to develop your social skills when you're canvassing, and also you get to see God work in ways that you probably wouldn't see if you were at home doing anything else. Yeah, living in Monterey, Tennessee, I used to go to Heritage Academy for my first 2 years before I switched to Fletcher Academy, which is its own story. But at Heritage Academy at the time, Vlasta Hibbel's daughter was attending the school as well, and so I got to meet him through going to school with her, and then he suggested that I try it, and I gave it a try, and things just kind of continued from there. First summer went well, so I came for a second one better, so I came for a third. So my first experience canvassing was actually at Heritage Academy before I had tried it in a summer program, because they have it as part of their work study program at the academy, you know? And so there was a lot of encouragement from the other students there, but I do remember my first time going out, I was scared to walk up to the house. I was like, what, people actually just go knock on doors like that and talk to people? And you know, it's a nerving experience at first, but you know, after a few hundred doors, eventually you get used to it. It was also interesting because for my first summer that I decided to go canvassing, at first I had committed and then I backed out of deciding to go because I thought I wanted to stay home and have more opportunity to like play sports and different things like that. But then later on I realized that it was probably going to be the best employment opportunity for me for the summer. And not only was it going to make more money than other things I could do, but also it was an opportunity to work for Jesus, you know? And that's just the beautiful thing about canvassing, because not only does it provide for you financially, it gives you opportunities to work for God and to see God work for you as well. The cool thing about canvassing is that getting to talk to different people who you normally wouldn't be talking to at all, and especially those that you don't know, it helps you step out of the shell of being shy, which is something I know that I struggled with a little bit as a younger child. And also, to anybody who hasn't canvassed before and is thinking about it, when you hear stories that sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's hot outside, sometimes people are rude to you, I'm not going to say those things aren't sometimes true. But there's another side to it that you can't see unless you actually step out and try it for yourself. I remember one time, my second summer, I actually had a lady call me over to her car and she told me, I can tell you're working for Jesus. It's in your eyes and your face and your smile, and different experiences like that. You don't hear those stories too often unless you actually are part of a summer program and hear people talk about it. But experiences like that are things that you never forget. And that's really one of the biggest things that I've enjoyed from canvassing that has kept me coming back in spite of, you know, the hot days and the tiring walks up hills to big houses and the dogs barking at you and whatever things like that might happen. So it's a blessing for sure. One of the biggest things that I've seen from canvassing is that God really does answer prayers. So often we might pray a general prayer, Lord, thank you so much for the day, please bless me throughout the day. And God answers those prayers for sure. But when you pray for something more specific, like there's so many opportunities to do when you're canvassing, you know, God help me get this book out today, or God help me reach these type of people, or help me get a book to someone who has a no soliciting sign on their door. When you say that prayer and then you see God answer that prayer in front of your eyes, it really helps build your faith and your confidence in what God can do. I'm Benjamin Olivier. This is my story, and if you haven't been listening up to now, I just want you to know that canvassing is God's work.